Hey ladies, hey! Today's a new day. I've been really going. I've been like manicky in a good way though, right? Like, and you know, I don't really know if I'm manicky, but I've just woke up with such gumption, right? Like I did my 5 to 9 today that I've been saying I was going to plan on, that I was saying that I was planning on doing. But that I hadn't really started, and it was so productive, and effortless. It was effortless production today. I just feel good, and all the things, like there were some like little things that happened today where I was like, and then it went away so fast. I was like, wow, look at that. Look at me stepping back into neutral. It's a good time. It's a good time. You know, it feels like that, like I just passed the dip before you hit the higher ground. You know, like I want to just to go up. Every day I get like a little Bible verse for the day, and today's, I don't know what verse it was, but it said, that, you know, basically men plan, humans we plan, but it's God's purpose that prevails. And the conversation that's been happening amongst some of my friends and in my head is like being good with things as is. Like not needing things to always be working out how I think they should work out to feel like I'm blessed or like, I'm manifesting it right, or I'm doing life right, or, you know, like being, like, for example, this apartment, I got everything I wanted in an apartment for the price that I wanted, in the area that I wanted. It's ugly. The apartment is like stuck in the 80s, and it was like decorated by blind people. It's just ugly. But it's the perfect size. Everything's functional. You know, like there's nothing wrong. It's not aesthetically pleasing to me. And I've been really like, okay, I don't need to dress this up. I don't need to change anything. I mean, I've bought like storage bins because I want to keep organized and have things easily put away. But normally I'd be like, oh God, I'm going to buy something for this over here and buy something for this over there. And maybe I could switch this. And I haven't. I've just been like, okay, it's okay. We're just here temporarily. We're going to be okay with things as they are. So that's just like a small example. But I've been trying to do that everywhere in my life. Like instead of needing or wanting it to be the way I've decided is the right way it should be, just allowing God's plan to prevail and being grateful and appreciative for that, whatever that looks like. We continue to work through the chakras in Safe House School, the ritual with our Kriyas. And today we opened up the crown chakra to allow everything to flow upwards and to be able to receive everything that's for us to receive. I keep wanting to make the things that I say here be significant. And I want to be okay with an insignificant purge. Just showing up and showing out. I keep getting visions of like how I want to show up on social media. And I'm like, is there such a thing as like sharing too much? Like, I'm such an open book, and I don't ever, like, I'm a tell-all kind of person. I'm never like, oh, I shouldn't say that because whatever. Or I say that I shouldn't say that because that's what people say. You shouldn't share those things. Not because to me, I'm like, Isn't that the whole point of being like authentic and vlogging and all that stuff? So yeah, today is a good day. I just got done doing the food shopping, and I always get so anxious, not anxious, but I get nervous before I go food shopping because I don't ever feel like I'm totally organized with it. And then I'll come home and I have like odd things, and I'm like, how am I putting a meal together? So I had a little bit of that come up before I left, and I was like, it's all good, it's gonna work out. Like, I'm whatever happens, it'll be fine. I'm not like miles and miles away from stores where like if I need to run out, literally Aldi's is like up the block, Walmart is like across the street. Like, it'll be okay, Thelma, chill, just get what you need. So I did that. And I've been really tracking more like what comes in and what goes out. So I've been tracking exactly how much I spend on groceries, because whenever I create my budget, I always like say some random number, but I don't really know. So I decided to like use a credit card that had nothing on it, which is funny because then that credit card sent me an offer saying that I'll earn 5% back for all grocery items and gas, which it wasn't that before. It was like out to eat restaurants. But right when I decided to use that card for groceries, I got the little 5% cash back offer. So I'll like have like a definitive number of like, this is how much I used this month, and I'll get to track it for the next few months so that I can have like a real roundabout number of what I'm spending. And it's forcing me to pay attention to what, because I've been like super, I don't look at prices, I just grab shit. See, before I got into the crash, I swore I was like, this one's gonna be a short one, just real quick, in and out. But right before the crash happened, I was like super poor. Like some days I would have $5 to my name, and that was it. Like, I just have $5, and my parents weren't around. I wasn't, my boyfriend who took care of me and his family, so I'd be like, all right, I got $5. Like, what do I do with my $5? I was a smoker, and at that time you could buy a pack of cigarettes for $5, or a nickel bag of weed, or gas in the car, or go to like Burger King or McDonald's and get like a, burger or something. Like, what was I gonna do? And I'd always choose gas, because then $5 of gas would get me to someone I loved, that loved me, which was like either Gaston or my best friends or my family, and if I got there, somebody there would smoke, somebody there had food, and somebody there had weed. So I would always pick the gas. But, that's how life was for me back then. And then once I received the settlement money, I was like, balls to the wall. So I have spent years really not looking at prices, and I just grab what I grab, and I like make people sick. My mom can't shop with me because of that. Sometimes she's like, ay, Telma, I mean, years later now, she doesn't, she's used to it. But in the beginning, to her, it was like I'm crazy. What am I doing? And my baby daddies were like that too. Like, they were like, what are you doing, woman? And it was like, it's fine. It'll be fine. We're going to be fine. It's going to be okay. But now it's bringing me back to like, pay attention. Pay attention to what I'm choosing. But it makes me anxious when I do that. Because I'm like, am I being wasteful? Am I getting the right deal? Am I, all these things where I'm just like, man, just grab the shit. It's going to be okay. We're going to be okay. All right. Bring all these bags in. I had a great little chat with Noah. I miss him. I love him so much. I'm ready for him to come home. Yeah. I am. Alrighty, guys. See y'all later.